I'm feeling so Lizzo right now, doing my hair toss, checking my nails. My nails need to be done. But I am back for my August income report. This video is all about how much money I make as a full-time self-employed individual running a YouTube channel and freelance content. Let's go. This is going to be really fun. Hey, what's up guys? It's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live payment free. And because I've been living payment free since 2014, I've been able to run my own business from the comfort of my kitchen, my home, my couch, coffee shop, wherever it may be. And today I am back to share with you how much money I made in August running my business full time. Now, if you've been following along with this series or just following my channel in general for a while, then you know I recently had a baby almost 6 months ago, and with the addition of my daughter Quinn, it's been kind of a trial and error figuring out how much time I can dedicate to taking care of her during the week and then also introducing a nanny. So August was kind of up and down, not gonna lie. Well, I'll get into it with my obstacles, but let's go over my monthly income report. I'll show you how much I made. All right, so the first thing up is digital products. I reintroduced my budget bootcamp subscription series. This is a one-on-one private budgeting call sesh with one of you.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Okay, Siri, I was not talking to you. This is a really, really fun program that is... Seriously? This is a really fun program that is just like one of my greatest joys. In fact, I got teary-eyed on one of my calls with one of my students the other day because she's just absolutely crushing her goals. This is a tangent, I know, but I'm just so excited that this program is back and I'm available to do it if you want to work one-on-one together on your financial goals and budgeting and getting out of debt. Whatever it may be, I'm here to help. I will leave a link to the Budget Bootcamp webpage in the description box below. So that contributed to the $726 that I made in revenue from digital products, which was 8% of my total income. This was really, really fun. YouTube and Google AdSense brought in $2,062, which was 22% of my total revenue. So in July, I had made $2,700 off of YouTube. So this was a significant decrease, but still above the $2,000 threshold. So I'm pretty proud of that. I just need to figure out, okay, how can I get myself back onto a consistent schedule with YouTube? Because there were some days where I only posted once a week, so I really need to be focusing on the 2 videos a week. Sometimes 3 videos a week can actually be really helpful. I'll think about that. Next, affiliates brought in $1,414, which was 15% of my total revenue. And freelance gigs, I am back. I brought in $5,350, which was 55% of my total revenue, which means I brought in $9,552 in August, working part-time, close to a 5-figure month, real close. So I'm really super jazzed that I was able to make that amount of money considering everything that happened in August, which was a lot. Let's go over my obstacles and I'll get into this. First, we had a COVID scare, the first real legitimate scare that we've had since this whole pandemic thing started. Long story short, we were all exposed to somebody who tested positive, and so Kyle and I are pretty careful about where we go out and who we hang out with, and it just so happened that we were around somebody who was positive, so we all got tested, and thank goodness we all tested negative, but that meant we had to quarantine from people, including our nanny, which meant I had to basically back off from work and take care of Quinn. And we were running around town trying to get tested. We were starting to show symptoms that were similar to COVID. Turns out it was a really bad cold. So we got sick. We actually got sick twice because we had visitors, and oh my gosh, it was just kind of a crazy month. We wanted to get into a regular routine, and there was just no routine about August. And I think had we been in a consistent routine, I would have easily seen a $10,000 month in August for sure. So those were my obstacles. The wins, however, I have 38,000 of you tuning into this channel. I'm so grateful. My goal is to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think I can make it. I think so. And one of my obstacles from last month was my media kit was not updated, and now it is. I really made sure to tackle that, and I have an amazing friend back in Kansas whom I used to work with when I was working at the university, and he crushed my vision, like just made it so professional. I cannot wait to share this media kit during FinCon, which is happening later this month. I just think it's really going to look very, very nice to any potential sponsorships, partnerships that I might be able to secure out of that conference. Next, I also landed 2 sponsorships. So you may be seeing content either on this channel or across social media where I'm talking about sponsorships with different companies, partnerships, and I made sure to really vet who I work with and let you know, like, this is a legitimate company. This is a legitimate service that I want you to know about because it's something that's really helped me. It's something that I can see to help you. So be on the lookout for that. I'm really, really excited that I was able to lock down 2 sponsorships, like pen on paper. The deals are done. All right, so along with all of that, I wanted to share my business expenses and kind of how I track my income for DFM and track my expenses, because that's something that I don't talk about enough during these income reports. So let me show you this spreadsheet that I have. All right, so I just created a very basic spreadsheet. This kind of needs to be formatted to look nicer, but anyways, how I end up doing this is I report my monthly revenue. So what I bill out to clients is not necessarily what I get paid out in that same month, because a lot of times my invoices are due 30 days upon receipt. So I'm not paid for those invoices until the following month, if that makes sense. But I like to track that as my revenue, and that's what I report to you guys. Now, my actual income is what actually hits my business checking account. All of the income that goes into that checking account is what I actually earn, minus my expenses, minus my retirement deduction into my SEP IRA, and my taxes, and then what I get for my after-tax take-home. So that's what I record up here, and you can see my expenses are actually pretty low. Oftentimes I'll get hit with my yearly subscription fees for things like Canva. I also host on Teachable, so I'll get hit with that most likely in November. But you can see I kind of track all of these here in my spreadsheet, and then I also set aside some savings for travel and conferences. So I set aside $100 a month. Even if I'm not traveling or attending a conference that month, I have the funds saved up so that when I go on travel, it's already ready to go, and I don't have to worry about pulling from other places from my business budget. So I do that, and I also take out 35% for federal and state taxes, and I set that aside in a separate savings account, and then I pay my quarterly taxes. So that's just a glimpse at how I do things. And then I have over on this 2021 year tab, I just keep track of how much income I've brought in over the year and then how much my expenses are. And then I can kind of see at a yearly glance what the year is shaping up to be. So you'll see, like, in the beginning, I was crushing it, earning well over the 5 figures. But then I had a baby. So I was not working in April, May, June, and July, really. So my income just started to dip down a bit, and now you can see it's increasing as I've hired help and figured out how to work with a baby. So that means my total income for the year is just over $64,000, and I have 4 more months to hopefully get close to 100K a year again. That would be really, really cool to do, considering that I was on maternity leave for like 4 or 5 months. So that's just a quick look at kind of what I have going on in the background to help you understand, like, even though I may have made, $9,500 this month, I actually have expenses and deductions in which get pulled out of that source, and then pay myself after all of those things. So that's something to keep in mind if you are figuring out how you can run your own side hustle and create a business, self-employed business that you really love. So if you like these income reports, if you want to see more of my expenses and things like that, comment below, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will catch you next month for another DFM income report.